Justice Ginsburg, that you think that, and I don't disagree with this, that television is perhaps more responsible for the, or is one of the key factors for the, responsible for the lengthening, at least, and perhaps also a lot of the posturing in our confirmation process. So if you think that that's what happened to Congress, then I take it you would think that, you don't think that the Supreme Court justices are entirely different kinds of people, and the same possibility couldn't happen if you were to allow cameras into the Supreme Court, and that therefore those who are hoping for that should stop hoping because it ain't going to happen.
Bev can talk about that too, because I think they do televise the proceedings of the Supreme Court of Canada.
Yeah, but you can't weasel out of this either.
No, but I will give you the response that my dear colleague David Souter would have given. He was the only one of us who had any experience with cameras in the courtroom. He was on the New Hampshire Supreme Court for some years, and that court did televise its proceedings. He observed two things. First, he said he thought the lawyers were acting up for the camera, being more dramatic than they would be without the cameras. But worse, he felt inhibited. He was censoring his own questions because an inquiry that might be well understood between two law-trained people might not be so well understood by the lay public. So that was his view. And when you're sitting on a collegial bench, if there is any one of you who would be extremely discomforted by the notion of having cameras in the courtroom, you would defer to that colleague.
I guess I should say, for the information of the audience, I think the Chief Justice told a bunch of us this year that he didn't think that this was a soon-to-be proposition in the United States Supreme Court. And for those of you who may not remember, Justice Souter famously said that if there were going to be cameras in the Supreme Court of the United States, it would be over his dead body.
Do you want to talk about
Well,
that?
I can tell you our experience. I think every country is different, and so I the concerns that Ruth raises, but and Justice Souter raised. But we decided to do this on a trial basis about 21 years ago, and we're still running the trial. We were very wary, but what we have is this. We have some stationary cameras. We are just oblivious to them. I don't think I ever think about them in the course of a hearing. And they track voice and so on, and focus on the counsel when counsel's talking, on a judge when the judge is talking. So they're unobtrusive. They are the sound. The broadcast goes to our public broadcaster, which is CPAC. It's run not at prime time. If you are an insomniac, you probably watch more than other people, because 3 a.m. seems to be a fine time. Also, Saturdays and Sundays. But I have to say that first they ask permission, now they just do it. But they occasionally will get a clip for the evening news. But we have stipulated this is an experiment. We can pull the plug at any time. And if you, the media, misbehave, represent one side, and not allow the rejoinder to be broadcast, etc., well, we wouldn't continue with it. So they've been very, very, very responsible. And from that aspect, it's worked out well. Has it interfered has it changed the way lawyers act? Has it changed the way judges act? That's a hard one to say, but I don't think my colleagues and I would say it has. Or if it did, I think we would end it right there. Because my position always was, if this in any way is interfering with what's going on in the courtroom, with how we would hear the case, then we will not do it, because that is why we're there. But I think that the experience over 20 years has been that it has not. I can remember one case when we called them interveners, and amicus got up, and he just made a kind of 10-minute barnstorming kind of speech, and I told him to sit down. And he did. It was just inappropriate. But I can't think of other lawyers doing that. And I really don't think my colleagues tailor their questions to the audience that might be out there. I think the proof is that when occasionally I watch one of these, I have trouble understanding the questions myself. I think that what I'm trying to say is that nobody's dumbing down the process. I say, oh yes, that was the point that Justice Binney was asking about. I remember it now, it was this whatever. But nobody is out there trying to put on a performance. And if it happened, we would end it right away. So far it's worked out well at our level in that way.
Do you limit argument